What's going on, everybody? God, I'm huge. Let's fix that. What's up, everybody? It's Monday night. It's time for another Toypixx live stream. And tonight, I believe we're just going to kick back and we're going to talk about why we've got it so good in this whole action figure community, this whole taking pictures kind of thing. This is what I'm thinking about anyway. So if you're catching this on the replay, let us all know in the comments why it is you think we've got it so good. If you think you've got it so good, start posting. Just tell us figures that you think are awesome. Other things, dios, effects, whatever. Smartphone cameras and apps. I don't care. Tell us why we've got such good action figures and tell us why you're stoked about the toy photography aspect of said action figures. So, with all that, I've got things to take care of. I've got a bit of business to chat real quick. No big thing, but I did want to let everybody know that episode 3 of Under the Lights is up. It deals with Akuma and a whole lot of effects. So hopefully you get a chance to check that out if you're into doing the whole Photoshop thing with effects. Then also, this other thing, I need to, egad man, I just made my head huge again. That's just no good. No good at all. So I'm clocking in or logging in over here because I didn't share this everywhere just yet, but I wanted to make sure folks saw this because it's about time I got back to this. I realized I haven't been doing this. I don't think we've had a Patreon photo contest since October, at least when I looked back. And that ain't cool. So here's what we have this month. The subject, the Patreon photo contest theme is green, and the winner will receive a Phantom Corps Trooper from Big Bad Workshop's Operation Monster Force. That was my figure of the year last year, so I thought, let's get that for somebody out there. All the rules are on the post in the Patreon, so check out the Patreon. I'll be making sure to share this very soon so everybody can see it all over the social media about the whole contest thing. Good Lord, I am a terrible pitch man. Anyway, that is, did I even share that? Good Lord, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be the worst presenter ever. Hang on. What do we have here? I did. I think I shared it. Who cares? I'll go back to it if I didn't. But yes, that's what you're going to get. Now, let's have some fun. Let's get to the chat. I've got a little bit of music in the background. Let me know if it's distracting, because I'll turn it off right now, right this second. Oh boy, I better just get started before I keep talking. That's where the bad stuff happens. Sci-Fi, what's up, sir? Greetings and toytations, everyone. Well, ZoloCon is come and gone, and apparently the exclusive figure award goes to Valaverse and the Black with Savage Crucible exclusive a very close second. If you guys didn't see the picture of Valaverse's The Black figure, whoa, check that thing out. That is cool. And Mythic Legion's exclusive in third, but bear in mind that all the exclusives pretty much sold out. A guy in the Cabal complained how he got an early bird pass, but because of the long line, he couldn't get inside the building until 10 a.m. And by the time he reached the table at 1:15 or 11:15 a.m., it was sold out. Ouch. Sci-Fi Bobby Valla was very pleased with how the Black did. There was talk of BBTS / Big Bad Workshop, not Big Beautiful Women. Let's see, Big Bad BBWS. Okay, that is what you were trying to say. I'm just gonna read what's on the screen now. Exclusive translucent Shadow Ghoul, but not as much as the other three from what I can tell. Got it. Thank you, Sci-Fi. Cobra Law Royal Guard and asked if they had any in the back. Oh, okay. So maybe this messed with you a little bit too, Sci-Fi. Don't worry. We'll keep pushing forward. Cobra Law Royal Guard asked if they had any in the back. The guy copied the code, checked, said yes, and brought out 2 for me. Nice. It felt both shady and VIP backroom exclusive. Made me feel really good. Very nice score, sir. I scanned the boxes in an aisle scanner and it said none in stock and out of stock in the back. Felt like I got to go to the back room where all the high rollers play poker for property and franchises. I likes it. The Sasquatch, Yeti, and Skookum are in stock at 5K Toys. Use warehouse ready to ship after second payment has been made. SH Figuarts, Luffy from One Piece in various NBA jerseys playing basketball. I saw that. I wondered if it was AI. I gotta say, it looks way better than what Hasbro did years ago. Pre-orders go up tomorrow. Let's see. By the way, those Cobra La Royal Guard, great. My main complaint is that they're $43 each and they're troop builders. Companies need to stop making mega price troop builders. Marvel Legends team did it right early on. Oh yeah, when they were doing the cheaper, like the $15 or $20 ones that you could order from Pulse, right? When you could buy a Hydra Trooper on Pulse for $5 cheaper than their regular figures. Valaverse is great at doing this. Their troopers cost less. I agree, Sci-Fi. Paul, what's up, sir? Hello. What's going on, Mr. Spencer? Hola. Sup, Pixelated. Back to Sci-Fi. Mythic Legion's RPG is at $750,000, $50,904. They're over halfway to completing all stretch goals and tiers. That's insanity. What's up, Star? Good to see you tonight. Paul, thanks again, man. Just keeping the people involved while I'm going over the stuff with Sci-Fi. Fantastic start. Whoop. What did I just do there? John, Sci-Fi, let's see. I'll likely back, but I always wait until the end. Yep. Hello to the esteemed chat. What's up, Skew? Woo, Outback, what's going on, man? Hey, gang, hope everyone's doing well. I think we're good. Spaded One, my favorite part of toy photography is ridiculing AI art. Hey, man, whatever works. Skew, Paul, thank you, guys. Thank you very much for keeping things going. Well, that's the bi-weekly rundown for today. Now, back to you, Dave. The esteemed chat needs no con exclusive because we are the con exclusive. I likes it, Sci-Fi. Thanks again for the bi-weekly rundown, sir. Always appreciated. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's bi-weekly rundown has been brought to you by Bubbly, Cherry Kind. I'm sorry, Sci-Fi. You probably have something way cooler that you're drinking than basically carbonated water. We shall carry on. Woo, hey, guys. All right, Skew, look at this. You guys are awesome. Star, we're in for a golden era because plastic quality is top notch. We have an amazing variety of sources. Articulation has advanced light years. Availability with web is everywhere. Sculpts are art now, Star. Man, you are not wrong. All this stuff, you know, when I kick back and I really think about it, there really aren't many companies that aren't just killing it. Like, if you want something cool, we are all spoiled for choice at this point. If we can get out of, I'm trying to think of, let's see, if we can get into the indies a lot more and worry less about stuff that is kind of property type stuff that we grew up with, which I'm as guilty of as anybody else. I love getting good representations of comic characters, the Turtles, Transformers, all that stuff, right? But if we could get to the point where we're not dealing with some of the larger companies that have those big time properties, we would get just like everything would be good. Everything would be ridiculously good. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we got it good. It's just such a good time for collectors. Skew, we're enjoying jadedness and much more coolness overload. And that's true. Some companies that have those licenses are still killing it. Jada, oh, I love what they're doing. Spaded One, big day tomorrow. My Storm Arena Sagat, Storm 16 Baki, and Mezco Thor are all scheduled to arrive together. Holy crap, man. Haven't had an unboxing like this in a long time. Man, that's going to be a nice time, Spaded One. Sci-Fi, I'm drinking carbonated sugar water. Wild Cherry Pepsi, Dave. You win. That is way better than bubbly, I think, Sci-Fi. I do enjoy the wild cherry Pepsi. I'm generally a Coke guy, but wild cherry Pepsi, I accept that answer. John, I'm drinking bottled water. I'm wild and crazy. I know. Dang it, man. I was hoping you were all doing better than just carbonated canned water. But nothing wrong with regular water either. The Amazing would be proud of us both, John. Sci-Fi Dave, did you look at your super musk yet? What's the word on your rogue? So, I haven't gotten anything from Ami Ami yet as far as my rogue, but I know that she's due this month. People have started to get her. I'll hear from Ami Ami. I'm not worried about rogue. The Super Musk, ladies and gentlemen, for any of you that ordered it and haven't gotten yours yet, I'm going to love it when it's together, but I have spent most of the day trying to put it together. And the things that Ace didn't mention in his videos were needing a mallet because the clearance is almost non-existent, right? Like there's no wiggle room when you're putting in, say, the center wall, when you're building the musk, like the Super Musk, no wiggle room. The part that he showed putting in those pieces that hold the fire escape up and like the anchors, he goes, yeah, you just plug it in here, like put it on the bottom, make sure it latches, then push it up and just push down with your thumb and insert it. Oh, it takes a lot more than that. I don't know if he got a good copy or if I got a rough copy, but it was like I had to bust out the heater so that I could make that work. So that was tough. The whole needing a mallet thing was tough, although it was a hammer and a rag because I don't have a mallet here. And then things were so tight, I would still, even with that, have to take things apart that were pre-assembled and put them back together. And I just found out before getting on the live stream that some of the holes for one of the back walls were never pushed through, like were never cut out. So yeah, I'm gonna be able to do that myself. I'm not worried about that, but I haven't heard anybody bring this stuff up, so I'm really hoping I just got kind of a bad copy. I think when I put it together, I'm gonna be really happy with it. I did put together the street scene area. I think it looks phenomenal, and I love having that light. That light is amazing, the light over the door. But putting this thing together has been the most frustrating experience I've had in toy collecting, I believe. That said, when it's together, I'm going to love it. And I really hope that Ace keeps it up because I think the value is there as long as you can keep your sanity and know what to expect when you're putting it together. Skew, perpetual celebratory box openings continue. Heck yeah, man. Spaded, I draw only the finest Steven Seagal branded energy, or I drink only the finest Steven Seagal branded energy drinks. I had constant diarrhea and I'm always shaking. Nice. Seagal. Video coming, Dave? You know what, Skew? I was going to record the video today, or part of the video today, and legit, it's still not put together. So it will be coming. I'm hoping to have part 1 out on Wednesday. I would get part 1 and 2 done, but I have to be gone this weekend, so I can't do any editing or anything over the weekend. So I'll get part 1 up Wednesday, and then part 2 will go up again next week. Like I'll talk about putting it together, show it off, show the lighting, maybe show a few figures under the lights, the kind of things that I might think about shooting. And then the part 2 will be actually shooting with the Musk. Star, Skew, oh, Jada, where have they gone? Skew, where's Master June? I take this blackout of communication personally. Was it something I did or something I said? I don't think there's an or there, Star. I think it was both. I don't. You're good. John, well, it started snowing before I got off work, so couldn't get to the store. And I'm almost out of everything. Man, I get that. When you're just like, oh no, I don't even, there's been times I'll get to the house and you have to decide, and man, because it might be late at night, right? And you're like, do I need dinner or should I just eat that cup of minute rice? Or should I just wait till tomorrow and forget it all? I hate when I let everything go low in the fridge and then have to head out and get something. Skew Gambit. It's been over 9 months. Let her get here to Dave. I know, Skew. I agree. Harry, I love the stuff coming out from the imports, just like my childhood toys came out with no comics or cartoons. The backstory was yours to make. Nice. Yeah, it's so cool, Harry. Let's go. What's up, Uncarded? Good to see you tonight, sir. Let's see. You watch Ace's Guides? I did, Skew. I did, and I keep watching them, trying to figure out if I'm missing something. I honestly think I got something that the clearance was just bad. Like, truly, there was one, the plastic was not punched out for the screw holes on one of the walls. Like, I really think maybe I just got a bum copy that I'll still be able to make look good. So I'm not bummed about it so much. It's just taking a lot longer than I thought it would because of all the extra stuff that I feel like I'm doing that wasn't in those videos. Star, anyone know if BBTS will most likely get another round of 3-0 DLX Transformers Soundwave? With Starscream, Shockwave, and Cybertronium Bumblebee incoming, I'm trying to get them all back. Oh no, Star! Oh no! I am not sure. I have no idea. Skew, thank you, sir. Ooh, what's up, LBC? Good to see you tonight, sir. So, like, where all the never-ending story merch? I want a 112 Falcor. Was Falcor was the flying dog thing, right? It's been a while since I saw the never-ending story. Skew, it's possible, Dave. Sorry about that. No, it's okay. I'm getting it put together. I'm good. It was far more complicated than I thought it would be. And not complicated, it's not that the steps are hard to understand. It's just, like I say, those holes weren't punched out. Things are way tighter than you'd think they would be. Sometimes there'd be, the way that it was constructed, there might be a screw hole in a corner where it's really hard to get started by hand, and they're flat screws instead of pointy screws, so it's difficult to get them started, basically. So there are just those little things that after a while, like by the time I got to that back wall, I figured that it was something where, well, probably just have to bust out the mallet again, or the hammer and the rag. But no, then I looked at it and I'm going, oh, no, the holes just aren't there. Whew. Star was watching a playthrough of Little Nightmares 2 last night. Jada simply must make figs of those characters from Nightmares 1 and 2. Those would be, wait for it, spectacular. Jada does the spectacular thing. Skew Davy Coyote with the blueprints, but you're catching the Roadrunner though. That's pretty much it. I think that's where I'm at. Harry, where are the toys from the movie Legends? I want a 112 Darkness figure. Man. Okay, see, this is how good we've got it right now, right? Would we even think that those things were possible? And now we're looking at all the stuff we've got. We're going, wow, it kind of feels like anybody is going to jump on any license and try and make something really, really cool. And I'm here for it. By the way, I do have to say about the Musk, one of the great things about the fact that Ace made that one first, like this is the good stuff, man, is that you can make almost any line work with that thing. The only lines for action figures I would say would be difficult to make work with it are Sword and Sorcery and Sci-Fi. Although with Sword and Sorcery, it always seems like Masters of the Universe ends up on Earth, right? That's not nice. That was a jerk thing to say. But anywho, it's a perfect Dio because you can use it with nearly everything out there. I'm hoping his next one ends up being kind of Mythic Legions or something like that. And then there's an incredibly underserved market in the Dio space, and that is Transformers. I would love it if he could make something that was scaled to kind of the Chug type Transformers, kind of the ones where Optimus is 7 inches tall, all that, because Transformers need backgrounds too, man. John, honestly, let's see, I'd all 3 of the main cast from Legend. I'd consider the others. You'd get all 3, I assume. Skew Chuck E. Cheese in Denver on the way. Don't be surprised if you see Legend soon. I know, man. I know. Like, did Denver, has that Kickstarter gone up yet? Anybody know? Pixelated Dave, did you get a table just for the Super Musk? No, but I cleared off the table I have just for the Super Musk. Star, I think when I saw NECA make action figures of the Golden Girls, well, anything can happen now. Clearly, nothing is off the table. You know, when I saw those, even I had to sit there and go, who are those for? Like, did anybody in the chat buy Golden Girls action figures? Let me know. Skew, that's the best part. Tons of licenses coming. Yeah, man, it's good. It's going to be, truly, I feel like anything that anybody wants is possible right now. And I never thought that before. Like, I'm looking at the figures I have up here in this image. And we've got, who we have? We have the Death Adder over here. We've got the Crimson Shadow Infantry on the bottom there. We've got Blanca up top. We got CoverGirl. We got Gideon. We have the Donner Party. And these are all phenomenal figures, even CoverGirl. And I know that sometimes I say Hasbro is not great at this stuff. Hasbro, when they want to kill it, they can kill it. And I think this CoverGirl kind of killed it. So I'm ecstatic to have her. But these guys up here, it's insane. Jada, we've got the Indies with Mezco, with Valaverse, with Mythics, with Big Bad Workshop. It's wow. I mean, guys, truly, this is an awesome time for us to be doing the things. Skew Deadpool. I bought them too. What else did I watch at great grandma's and grandmother's? Maybe Misfits of Science too. What? Misfits of Science? Why do I not know things? I hate not knowing things, but it seems to be a running theme when you're a bad nerd. Now, let's jump around here. I want to go to... Look, okay. Another thing we got here that is absolutely insane. Storm Arena, even though I loves me my Jada, look at this Akuma. Like, we're sitting here and we're discussing what makes this stuff, like, why is it so great to be us when it comes to collecting this stuff right now with photography. Well, at least for me, the Musk is going to be a game changer with photography. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be so stoked. But here we are with 2 Street Fighter lines that are incredible. We know Jada's going to finish theirs. Sorry about that, folks. But I have to say, this Akuma, as far as proportions are concerned, this thing looks like a beast. And I think just the look, sometimes I'm not sure about the look on its own, then I see the movement. The look on this Akuma is ridiculous. This looks like superhero proportions on this thing. Look at that back. Don't mess with this Akuma. Look at that guy. Yeah, nobody's going to mess with this Akuma. But yeah, we've got 2 Street Fighter lines right now that are incredible. 52 Toys is making another Street Fighter line. There's somebody else out there that's doing Street Fighter. We have June in charge of Jada, who is not going to be the guy to rest on his laurels. He's going to try and figure out what Storm is doing that he can beat. And he's going to go for it. I mean, it's awesome. It's good to be us. Outback, if this keeps up, maybe one day we'll finally get the Small Soldiers line I mentioned a few weeks ago. We very well could. Like, I would not put anything past anybody these days. Skew, that Akuma is sick. He is. It's insanity. Pixelated, I remember Misfits of Science, but I don't remember the characters. Just that they kind of were like teenage X-Men. Wait a second. Isn't that redundant? I mean, in the 60s it was, I suppose. Sorry, Pixelated, I had to. Star, NECA Golden Girls. That's my go-to response now whenever I suggest a line and people question it. What? That's dumb. No one would be that desperate. And I simply say, NECA Golden Girls. Silence. You know what? That's probably about the best argument anyone could make out there, Star. Skew, the one-upmanship and battling is crazy nice. I know, man. I know. It's going to be, and it only is going to lead to better Street Fighter characters. Like, figures are going to be ridiculous. See, Skew, Flint versus Duke, dance battles level epic. Ooh, I don't know that anything beats them in dance battles. Like, that might be the most epic thing out there. Skew, Star, there's no such thing. We lived in the 80s and 90s, 70s too, some. Star, does Jada have a suggestion box anywhere? If not, they should. Jada's probably sitting back like, well, which licenses should we go for, guys? Pixelated, honestly surprised there hasn't been a 1/12 Airwolf or Blue Thunder after seeing Hasbro fund the Dragonfly and Rattler. You know what? Oh, man. Okay. Blue Thunder. Was Blue... Which one was... All I'm thinking is the Hulk Hogan one with Thunder, but that was Thunder in Paradise, right? Like, I don't remember Blue Thunder. I remember Airwolf. Like, getting a chopper like that would be amazing. John, let's be honest. How many Alfs have they made? I know Alf was a big deal at the time, but Golden Girls are much more loved than Alf. That should say we all need what they will make. No, or all we need about what they will make. No. Alf is way more awesome than Golden Girls, except Betty White. You can't, nobody can throw down with Betty White. Maybe today they could. That is a terrible joke. John, and the answer is 5. They made 5 Alfs. And you got them all, John. I love seeing those Alf shots, by the way. Skew, let's see. Oh, Roy Scheider is a Choppa Dave, or in a Choppa Dave. Good Lord. I gotta just sit here and open my eyes a bit. John, Dave, Blue Thunder is amazing. Arrow is releasing it on 4K in a couple months. What did that? Okay, tell me what Blue Thunder is. Help me out, because I don't remember that at all. My 6th Alf is on the way. Nice, John. I got to keep up with NECA. I didn't know they were making another Alf. I got to know these things. Now, let's get out of Akuma. Let's just find more. Like, it's ridiculous. Let's find what we've got. You know what else? Okay, let's go to this. Even though when I go to these are all sold out. Oh, wait, we do have a pre-order, though. Acid Rain. Acid Rain stuff is ridiculously good, right? Now, who would have thought they'd get into the 1/12 world? Robo just did a review on a couple of these guys, plus the Jeep last week. They look nuts. They look so much fun. But now that Acid Rain is playing in the 1/12 world, if we can sit back and be like, you know what? We need to just get whatever instead of just worrying about the license stuff, which again, I'm guilty of too. Acid Rain would be one of those things that we might want to pick up. The only thing about Acid Rain, of course, is no extra hands, which drives me crazy, but they still look and move remarkably well. All this sold out stuff makes me sad. I remember when this first showed up, I was crazy excited about it. This just looks good. And I'm not a decals guy, but this thing with the decals, that's ridiculously cool as well. God. Skew, Pixelated Ace is working on some type of Airwolf. There we go. Pixelated, oh, yep. John, no. I got a duplicate so I don't have to take the stuff off. Gordo the Barbarian? What? Skew, Dave, Blue Thunder is Roy Schneider in a chopper. Fire movie, classic 80s. There was a TV show with Dana Carvey, Bubba Smith. What? How did I? Okay, hold on. Okay, now, Roy Scheider, awesome, right? But you throw Dana Carvey, Bubba Smith, and Dick Butkus in a TV show. How did I not know that exists? All right, that's it. I have to find that. Blue Thunder is one of the original techno thrillers, helicopter with a Gatling gun in the nose, but even more are its stealth and surveillance gear. Ah, okay. Star, Naked Golden Girls, maybe. McFarlane, All in the Family, or Love Boat. There is more to choose from if we want to go down that very dark and quite embarrassing road. Oh no. Acid Rain, oh my yeah. That would work. That would work, Star. John, the Love Boat is the license to get all those guest stars. But then you got to get the guest stars. And who knows if their estates would, because several of them probably aren't around anymore. But then the guest stars themselves, that'd be a lot of work. Still, if somebody were to do Love Boat, it would have to be NECA at that point, I think, because they seem to be magic at getting licensing and likenesses. Skew, pixelated, not sure scale yet. That's why we love him. John, Ace's Airwolf is not 1/12 scale. If I recall correctly, 1/18. Oh, no. Anton, the last of the Time Lords, is here. You are indeed, Anton. Thanks for showing up, man. Skew, YouTube, Dave. Okay, YouTube is my friend. I will find it. Skew, Anton, he's absolutely right. Yes, there was a Blue Thunder TV series, but Dana Carvey, who played the funny guy, got fired on it. I love it. Who was he? Let's see. Do you think he was making more? I'm going to go Dick Butkus. And either one of those guys, that's a problem to make fun of, but I'm going to go with Dick Butkus. Yeah, maybe that's why he got fired. I don't know. Or maybe they're like, we can't have a funny guy on Blue Thunder. This is serious TV. John, the Blue Thunder TV show is not good. Yeah, but Dana Carvey, Dick Butkus, and Bubba Smith. Come on. Outback with so many Street Fighter lines, I'm keen for some decent, affordable 1/12 Mortal Kombat figs. McFarlane's are too big. I know there were Storm collectibles, but they're pretty expensive too. Yeah, they're pretty expensive, and they make them more like 1/10, even though, like Storm collectibles itself, that's why they had to make a Storm Arena line, is because their Storm collectibles 1/12 line was more like 1/10. But you're right, like people would go nuts for a 1/12 scale Mortal Kombat line. But it's all possible right now. It almost seems like companies aren't into master licenses so much anymore. They want everybody to make all the things, which makes me incredibly happy and hopeful that Disney is going to do the same thing when it comes to Hasbro and Marvel. Be like, you know what? We know that we've had exclusive deals with you thus far, but now we just want to let the world make them because they'll make us more money. Pixelated, Blue Thunder was a police supercopter. Airwolf was run by a spy organization, I think. I remember Airwolf vaguely. Like, I just remember, mostly I remember the Choppa. I love that thing. I don't remember Blue Thunder at all. Wow. And it wasn't that, no, the folks loved watching their police stuff. Oh man, I gotta, Skew, even I forgot Dana was in it. But, let's see, remember Dick Butkus and Bubba Smith? Anton, I thought it was illegal to arm police helicopters. Nah. This was the 80s. Everything's legal in the 80s. John Star, my mom watches it in reruns some days. Blue Thunder or Airwolf? Anton, that movie was playing opposite of the little theater I saw. Let's see, Return of the Jedi. Let's see, I saw Return of the Jedi. Boy, that brings me back. Okay, that movie was playing opposite at the little theater I saw Return of the Jedi, and boy, that brings me back. Got it, Anton. Yeah, I don't like thinking too much because then I'll be like, oh man, I've been around for a while. I don't like that thought. Pixelated, both were during the Kit Knight Rider phase where everyone tried Knight Rider in shows. Yeah, that makes sense. When did Knight Rider start? Was that, I'm assuming 82, 83, somewhere in there. Skew, repaint Fan Toys Fang for Blue Thunder just in case as an option. Which one was Fang? Was the Fang, that was the one that was, yeah, the Fang, never mind. I was going to say, which one was it? It's the one that looks like the Cobra Fang, basically. Star, John, I used to watch it when I was a kid. I think I'm going to be sick. Oh, boy. Skew, almost had him, John. And more or less, that's what happened. They told him, be serious. He said, I am being serious. I said, don't be funny. That's what they were. Let's see. This told him, he told the story on Dana Carvey's podcast. Awesome. Dana Carvey is, I mean, Bubba Smith and Dick Butkus are football legends. They're not exactly acting legends. Dana Carvey, comedic legend. So I'm good. Can you imagine having just three legends all on the same screen like that weren't playing football or something? Last time I saw that many legends anywhere was watching the 49ers when Montana, Rice, Craig, Lott, Rathman, Bill Walsh on the sidelines, all those guys. That's the last time I saw greatness in one screen. Skew, just kidding, but it is true. And funny facts, John. Oh dear. Can't forget Street Hawk. Oh no, I don't know that either. Street Hawk, though. What's up, Ghost Tev? Maybe that's another line that can get done. Let's see. Game Quest, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping. Evening, all. My BBTS order arrived today. Storm Arena Sagat, SHF Naruto, and Common Rider Zets. Mofex Catwoman, Christmas arrived. Nice, man. Very cool. Let's see. The Storm Arena Sagat, people seem to dig. SHF Naruto from, I don't know anything about the line other than what Anthony's Custom says. And I think he thinks that SHF's best line is Naruto. So congrats there. Though Common Rider, I always love the look of their stuff. Mofex Catwoman, that is, I mean, to me, that is the best Catwoman that's ever been made. So congrats on that whole haul. Skew, you know it. Even Thunder in Paradise, the boat. That's the one I was thinking. Yep. Anton, that was a line from the movie Roy Scheider. Roy Scheider said it, eh? Okay, Gratz game. Yep, that's awesome. Star, I could never get into Knight Rider. A sentient, autonomous robot car that doesn't transform into an alien robot humanoid seems like a step back to me. It was kind of, let's see, I think it was, I was trying to make a Diaclone reference there, but it didn't really work. So Diaclone were just piloted mecha, basically, but then you had Kip, which was a sentient car. If you combine the two, you'd have robots in disguise, but neither one really quite pulls it off. Huh, these are sad times when you think about that. Anton, does anybody remember Mantis? It was about a guy who was crippled and wore a suit that more or less was like an exoskeleton, so he called himself Mantis. I don't remember Mantis. Dang, Knight Rider was my stuff, totally. I do not remember Mantis at all, Anton. Oh, man. And I did watch stuff way back when. What else makes this just a good time to be here? You know what? Let's do this. Go, 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 I say. Tamashii Nation's effects, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Come on. These things, look at this. Pre-order the Splosions. Go nuts on those bad boys. I might have to do that. I've got some that I got from AliExpress, I think. But I've heard that the real ones are way better. So I might need to hit these. But as far as toy photography is concerned, oh my goodness. I think I've been here too long. As far as toy photography is concerned, I love the fact that places like Super Action Stuff exist, that Tamashii Nations is putting out all these effect pieces, that Vala's got all the weapons, that, I mean, it's ridiculous. There is enough stuff here where we should all be able to do practical photography and not have to use hardly any, I love this by the way, and not have to use hardly any digital effects, provided we can just spend all the money on all the things. Look at this. Even the gray version of the Splosion, so you could put like the yellow Splosion in the middle of this, and then you got just dirt flying off of these. Oh, I love this water effect too. Gotta get that, and it's in stock. But the wind, look at that. I think the wind is really sweet. I would rather get it in a color other than this white or this translucent, whatever we got going here. I think they made the wind in blue as well, and that would have been perfect. I'll have to keep my eyes open for this kind of stuff. Thunder, of course. We got yellow. We got blue. We got some, I believe this is the kind of stuff you get for a Dragon Ball. Effects where you've got just dirt getting kicked up. Now that's for Ultraman, so for that kind of thing, if you're okay getting just the dirt and not having to use mostly anything else, you get that set. It is on sale. But yeah, I mean, oh no, the concrete sold out. Might have to look elsewhere. There's another wind effect in green. Like, this is one of the reasons that there's just, it's so good. It's so good. And look at this. I totally should have grabbed this when that was on pre-order. I don't know what I was thinking. Did anybody get this flame style smoke effect? But yeah, I mean, all this stuff, when it comes to photography, when it comes to how much fun you can have with your figures anyway, like I was even thinking something that would be sweet would be setting up characters like Motu and Mythic Legions and giving them more of these anime effects. I think that would be a blast. Like, can you see He-Man or somebody, when He-Man holds up the Sword of Power, he's got this wind crackling around him or something. I think that would be cool. You combine that with, or you got the thunder going on too, and you combine that with one of these things. Like, there's just all kinds of things we can do now. And it is just, as I'm looking more and more at the Musk, once I have it together and everything else, I'm just going, wow, there is so much that can be done that I haven't been able to do. And now I'm going to get to do it. I'm really excited. Skew all of that 80s goodness, Mantis 1990s goodness. Oh, okay. Sci-fi skew, if you couldn't get into Knight Rider, you definitely couldn't get into Automan. Automan? I don't, oh no. Carl Lumbly Classic as Mantis. Really, Skew. I know of him. LBZ, I remember the Mantis and Nightman shows. Pretty obscure. They were pretty cool, though. Ah, stinking obscurity. It hurts us all. Mr. Matson, Mantis, Super Force, Captain Power were all awesome shows. I don't remember. I remember the name Captain Power, but I don't remember even the names Mantis or Super Force. Let's see. I'm into all of it. Good man, Skew. Skew, Mr. Manson, facts. Ghost Ab, speaking of Storm Arena Sagat, I got mine in Storm Collectibles Cobra on my pile of loot. Storm Collectibles Hajime no Ippo should be up for pre-order this week. I might have actually said that right, but maybe not. I don't know. Very nice, Ghost Tab. Let me see. Yeah, that's Sagat. What do you think of all that stuff? Like, you got it in your pile of loot. Have you seen reviews? Like, I've seen some reviews that make Sagat look pretty good. Are you getting the standard version, or did you get like one of the exclusive ones? I think there was a white shorts one out there. I'm assuming in pile of loot it's the standard, that's what I would get too. Pixelated, I like the idea of having practical effects that are augmented with digital. Yeah, I mean, some of that, if you could get this wind effect and then throw in, like I made a haze effect that I used quite a bit, or I prompted the haze effect that I used quite a bit. But get that wind kind of effect and then throw the haze on there. Oh, that would be so much fun. Skew Sci-Fi wants Automan line with cursor that lights up. Wow, okay. I know nothing. But see, again, this is all possible now. LBZ, yeah, I was able to get the Storm Arena Ken. Nice. And Sagat, first ever Storm Collectibles I got. Congratulations, sir. What did you think? Anton, yes, Captain Power. It was an interactive TV show, but I got into trouble because I thought the kids were shooting at the TV. Great action figure. It must have gotten into trouble, though, right? Or you got into trouble because you thought kids were shooting at the TV. Great action figures, though. Skew, He-Man, and especially She-Ra with that twirl effect. Yep. I didn't even think of She-Ra, but you're right. Star, making figs from sitcoms or comedy films perplexes me. Am I supposed to sit around and imagine them telling jokes? Is there such a thing as real joke-telling action? A special quip head sculpt? There should be, though, now that you're saying that, a line that needs to be made, and they did this for the cartoon, but we need it for the live action movies, is Police Academy. Imagine the fun we would have there. Nolan, what's up, sir? Good to see you this fine evening. Ghost Tab Captain Power was an amazing show. Staff treated their audience as mature and basically made Terminator post the machines took over. Really? Ooh. Star 8 Nolan, much appreciated, sir. Pixelated Captain Power was the one with the gimmick where the vehicle shot the screen. I have no recall of that. Skew, thanks, guys. Keeping everyone involved, always appreciated. Anton, and who can forget Turbo Teen? Let's see, Ben Hasbro, like Transformers meets Knight Rider, but it was probably the weirdest transformation you've ever seen in Saturday morning. It was. If they could make a convincing figure that transforms from the teenager to the car, that would be an amazing feat of engineering. But here's the thing, like, you could make a Transformer that looks like the kid and make it a car, but you've got to make the kid look like the kid. Like, he's got to look like a human. We're not talking pretenders here. He's got to look like a human. He's got to be legit, posable, and all that. And then somehow still turn into that car. That would be a feat of engineering. Ghost Tab, the white shorts sold out quickly, so I only managed to get the blue shorts. I'll take what I can get. Good man. And truly, like, the blue shorts is what I would have gone for anyway. I like the Player One versions. I think that they made the right call with those. Anton, and who can remember the cape? The fellow, let's see, played a Goliath, was in the show, and there was this guy who was a superhero in a comic book, and he kind of brought him to life with a super cape. I don't remember that at all either. Oh boy. That's good, Sci-Fi George. So am I. Skew, Anton, yes, never forget Turbo Teen, add in Galaxy High, pole position, and Kid Video. I remember hearing about Kid Video. I played the game Pole Position. I forgot there was a cartoon. There was I think it was a cartoon. I'm not even sure. That's how much I know there, but I do know I played the game. Galaxy High, don't remember. You guys are speaking on crazy sauce. Hello, Alex. Good to see you tonight. But you guys are also naming a bunch of stuff that could conceivably get made if they thought there was an audience for it. Outback, love the look of those water effects. Nearly bought them recently, but realized at the last second that I barely have any water-themed characters, so I'm just not sure if I would get much use out of them. I get that. I was actually looking at them because when I was talking about the white wind, I was thinking, I wonder if I could make the water effects kind of work as wind. And I could see that that could be done, but it's not made, like, the wind is such a better, this is going to sound dumb, the wind is such a better wind accessory that I just don't know about that water effect for it. Though I would probably find a use because I'm sick in the head like that. GameQuest was able to get both the standard and alternate version. Nice. And instant top 10. I kid you not. And for the price, unbelievable. Everybody that has picked up a Storm Arena figure says they're remarkable. I almost ordered Baki today. Then I'm like, ooh, I gotta be good. Skewed Tackleberry series of figures alone for starters. Leave the swimming area now, mister. A Tackleberry and Shark 2-pack. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated, GameQuest. That was R.A. Sagat. No, you're good. I knew what you were talking about there. Whew, good to see you again, Alex. It's always good to party with the people. Yes, it got into trouble. Oh, man, Anton, that sucks. But, oh well. I guess that's what happens when people think kids are shooting at the screen. Pixelated, we never got a pole position show, even though the game was popular and had a cartoon. Okay. Imagine, I bet they could make a pretty sweet pole position show today. Huh. We need pole position to make a comeback. Star, I'd love it if someone would do figs of Hanna-Barbera characters like Space Ghost or Johnny Quest, etc. If only there was someone. But again, they're totally possible, and I think we both know who they're most possible from. I think Jada has a real shot of them, depending on how well Fred and Barney do. But if Fred and Barney don't do well, and if, say, I don't know, Scooby-Doo line hasn't done well, and again, I don't know the numbers. It's just weird that the second wave disappeared, kind of. I don't know. Is there much call except from us, you know? Spaded one, I got the blue shorts, but should have got the white instead for the extra hands. They really got to stop backing new stuff in with player 2 variants. I don't want them. Yeah, I get that. It's like a lot of companies are taking cues from the larger companies, aren't they? Whew, Skew, we need that line. Pole position. Let's see. Ja! Oh boy, Ja. Pixelated, if you don't mind waiting, you can get generic version of the effects from AliExpress, but get the simple ones like smoke. Ah, okay, Pixelated. Because I got the regular Tamashi smoke, so I should try that. I should go back and pick some of the smoke up from AliExpress and see how it compares. Spaded one, stop screwing around and order Baki ASAP. Best hand candy around. I know. Anton, Galaxy High, awesome theme song, and it was written by Chris Columbus. Good Lord. Whew. I did not know that he wrote songs. That cartoon is classic. Was it Pole Position? I don't know if it was or wasn't. Well, I mean, look at this, ladies and gents. These are new arrivals, right? If we're just looking at BBTS here, we've got police officers that are getting made as figures. I mean, that's generic police there. And a lot of people have said how great this and the firefighter are. Now, I don't know that I expect that it's gonna, I don't know, maybe they sell out. I'm not sure. The firefighter was a target for quite a while, but maybe the officer won't be, or maybe, I don't know. Did the firefighter ever go on clearance? Anyway, the point really is that we're getting police officers for figures, not even named characters. That's how good we have it right now. Skew spaded. Dave, you're done. Dave, your turn. Oh, man. Game Quest, not sure if you got the news, but Storm will launch a new Baki line. Really? Storm, are they going to do it as Storm Arena or as Storm Collectibles? I'd like to know that before I jump in on Baki, I suppose. Now, Star, I'd love it if Jada would take a shot at letting us know they still exist. They'll be here. At the end of the month. The end of this month. We'll see June. I'm sure of it. I got to be sure of it. Give me the hope, June. Hope. Hope for us all. Nolan, from what I heard, Wave 2 is delayed because they're fixing up Scooby and the Space Coop. Okay, now that's all right. I'm good with that. If that's what's going on, fantastic. I don't mind waiting. I mean, I didn't pre-order them anyway, but I should work on that too. I don't mind waiting as long as things are being improved upon. I did, however, see Kaiju Daddy's review of Rogue, and it looks like we might have waited for nothing. so I'm a little apprehensive about getting my hands on her. Skew Game Quest, the bigger one is new P-Baki. Oh, is new Premium Baki? Wait, I don't know. What's P-Baki? I don't know things. Skew, that's it, Dave. You got it. Pole position, yes. Okay, so I did remember that part. Spaded one, I'll tell people all day they don't really need to collect the Arena Baki line, but Baki himself is special. Yujiro is great. Hanayama looks amazing. Baki is special. Man, okay, all right. We need paramedics now. Alex, you were not wrong. That's got to come next. I mean, we got the firefighters, we have the police. It's time. Skew, possible police car in works from Ace too. Nice. Spaded, the new Baki line is Baki Do, the new season. They already showed Jack and Biscuit from the current line. Huh, Spaded one. Well, they showed a Jack Proto and announced Biscuit. Biscuit? That sounds like pancake mix. Bisquick. I want pancakes now. Skew, Star, be reasonable. You know Hidden Zartan is the man with a PR plan for the Jadenness. Not we want news. Not. Ghost Tab, if Jaden does Herculoids, Thundar, Space Ghost, or Blue Falcon, Johnny Quest, day one buy. I know it seems a lot of people, when we talked about Hanna-Barbera like mad, a lot of people throw Space Ghost at it. And I would love a Space Ghost. I used to have the one that came with the table for a Space Ghost Coast to Coast show. I don't know why I got rid of half the stuff I got rid of. But the only regrets I have for getting rid of stuff are Transformers. So I'm okay with it, but I still would like somebody to make a new Space Ghost. Mr. Matson, Wave 2 Scooby has never gone up for pre... I could swear it went up for pre-order. But thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I thought it did, but I lose. Game Quest looks like Spaded well covered the new Baki line. I'm going to have to go back and look at that some. Anton, EP, police officers, really cool. You can do so much with them. Zombie Riot, Conquest for the Planet of the Apes. You name it. I might. I've got plenty of extra black hands because I got them when I got the hand packs from Valaverse. It might make sense to get some police, but I feel like for unnamed characters, $41, I just don't know that I'd do it. We'll have to see. I would consider it more if he came with extra hands on his own, which sounds insane. I know that's how my head works, but that's how good we've got it right now. Is I also know that there's going to be other police coming from Fresh Monkey Fiction and Big Bad Workshop. So when those show up, maybe they'll have all the extra stuff that I want, and they'll be perfect enough for me to drop money on. I don't know. We're spoiled for choice. Pixelated Mofex Rogue is fine. No figure holds up to a year plus of anticipation. And that's kind of what I thought too. I thought there's no way that this Rogue is going to be something that blows my mind because I've been waiting kind of impatiently for the past year. WWE has the Slambulance. They do, Skew. They do. That might be a good thing to get and just give it a wash and have some fun with it. Spaded, yeah, Baki is my new favorite thing. I'm going to have to, yeah, okay, all right, Spaded, all right. Alex, I wish I would have gotten the Mezco version of Space Ghost. Looks fantastic. I forgot they did that. Ghost Tab, I have the Mezco Space Ghost, but Jada would do a better job making Space Ghost. Also, add Captain Caveman. That's the way. Now you're speaking my language, Ghost Tab. I would go crazy for a Captain Caveman. Fax Ghost, day one buy. Yep, Skew, I'm with you. Spaded, that upcoming Tick figure looks really good. I know, and I can't wait for that. I've got him on pre-order. Anything else they do from the Tick, I will be putting on pre-order. I love that cartoon so much. He did pre-order the Tick, Spaded. Yep, that one is pre-ordered. Although, do I cancel that and instead get the one that was the exclusive? Because Spoon did no dud. Tick no dud. I knew what you meant, Skew. No worries, sir. So what else, gang? What else has a super stoke? Let's go, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go to... Let's go to the Valaverse. Let's look and see all the things here. Now, what did they have? Oh, the retired items. I was sad to see this because it listed the regular Praetorian in there. I'm like, Bobby, you're killing me. Now, these are fun that they've got those out. This is what I'm talking about with Vala, with what Valaverse is doing. Like the weapons packs. I mean... He runs that company. I've said it a few times how I hope that I would run a company with the different things that are coming out, the different accessory packs and everything else. It's fantastic. I know Mythic does it as well. I mean, man, and it's stuff you can use for the difference between what Mythics does and what Valid does is because so much is 1/12 now and so much is military that you can mix Valid stuff with a lot of lines. When it comes to Mythic stuff, most of it kind of stays in that realm. So that's why for me, I call Vala versus stuff out a lot more when it comes to weapons and accessories and all that, just because there's so much more I can use it with, you know? I love this. This has to be something that's going to happen from the black, I would think. I was hoping we were going to see. Oh, I missed this. You guys told me about this. Oh, we have a floating raft. Gotta leave it here for a minute. Spaded. I want to see Mezco do Barney like they just did Godzilla. Seamless body, articulated jaw. No, do not wish that evil on the world. Barney with a I love you voice chip, only if they balance it out with a Mr. Rogers. You guys are putting too much evil into the world. Everything else we've discussed, I'm with you. I mean, take all the Airwolf figures, take the Blue Thunder, I think that's what it was called, who remembers? Take all that stuff and make lines. I'm totally good with you. But we're gonna have to, be sad. I don't know if I can be friends if we just keep saying Barney. I kid. Anton, I'm working on a talk where I'm going to talk about why we don't have Saturday morning cartoons anymore. And I mentioned to a buddy of mine up this library, and I'm going to do it at, let's see, why do they treat Captain Caveman like a pet? I don't know, because Captain Caveman is arguably the strongest of them all. He will throw down. What I wanted to see here was the black, so let's try a different search. Let's go with, because I didn't think much about Zolocon this year, and see if we've got, here we go. Look at that, folks. Let's see if we've got, like, look at those tentacles that are masking as his beard. That thing is twisted. Okay, and these are very cool, for sure. I'm not putting anything past these at all. But that is just a freaky, freaky cool figure. That's what I was trying to find. Excuse Saturday and after school cartoons were the best. After school had the stuff. That's when I caught G.I. Joe and Transformers for the most part. Saturday was awesome too because they had was it the hour that they did Looney Tunes? I love that. Spaded, hear me out. Full line of nice guys. Mr. Rogers, Steve Irwin, Bob Ross, LeVar Burton, and Sherry Lewis. Well, I heard you out. I'm trying to think of, you know what? People would buy them. Game on. There you go, Spaded one. We have another one. Somebody get on that. Spaded Mega 100%. Yeah, I think that's a good idea for a line, honestly. I might not get much out of it, but I think a lot of people would. Anton, I will mention in my cartoons when he came home from school cartoons in the morning and cartoons on Saturday morning, nothing better. Yeah. Brick, what's going on, sir? Good to see you tonight. Woo. Could throw in Mr. Dress Up with Casey and Finnegan. I don't know them. Help me, folks. Help me. Alex, I just watched Bobby B's review on the Balaverse, the black. I want one. Yeah. Doesn't he look cool? I mean, this is, again, guys, we are absolutely spoiled. There's so much cool out there. Look at this. So all I did here was I just typed in Zolocon, and we're getting just freaky stuff. What do we have? Be adding modern articulation to their 5.5-inch figures. Whoa. Look at the way somebody lit that up. The Executioner. That's pretty sweet too. Is he already doing a translucent black? Let's see here. John, I'm back. Sorry, I had to run help mom to RR, then help her to bed. Got it. No worries, John. Why do I keep pushing buttons? Let's see. Star, Thinking Saturday Morning, Space Ghost, Herculoids, Thundar the Barbarian, the Pink Panther, and Schoolhouse Rock. Schoolhouse Rock is probably the one that I saw the most. Let's see. The Pink Panther was cool, though, too. Nolan, Mr. Dress Up was the Canadian Mr. Rogers. Okay, thank you, Nolan. Paul Brick Nolan, thanks. Thank you, Paul. Good Lord, guys. You would almost think I've been up all day trying to put together a Musk. Nolan, I just won the Executioner. Really? Ooh. So let's see what else we've got here. Oh, okay. So it was a variant, it looks like. God, that just looks so freaky and cool. Let's keep jumping around. Black Snake Gunfighter. What is this? There is the Black. Savage Crucible. We got Laser Pants photos we're checking out here. God, what is that? Oh, guys. Wait a second. All right, help me out. What is that, dude? Let's see. Yeah, that thing's wicked. Can you forget Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Moose and Bunny Rabbit? I can forget Mr. Moose and Bunny Rabbit just because I don't know who they are. I vaguely remember Captain Kangaroo, though. So, go me. Skew Elric. Oh, is it? Okay. Thank you, Skew. That is sweet. And then there's that guy. And then there's just people. Let's carry on, my wayward son. Hang on, let's jump back. Awok. That dude's awesome. I remember when he was popping out, we were all looking at the eyes like, ZoloCon seems like something I shouldn't have missed. This is what I'm talking about, though, gang. Like, it is. I mean, we're absolutely 1,000% spoiled for riches. I can't even imagine. Can any of us imagine? Look back to when we were kids, whenever that was, for whoever's on the live stream, and think to yourself, would this have not been a golden age when we were kids? Like, I loved playing with my Transformers. They were bricks. Like, there's no doubt they were bricks. They were fun, and they definitely looked nicer than a lot of them do today, just because of a lot more paint, some more metal, although they'd be much pricier today than they were then. Still, God, they were gorgeous, but they could not move. And what we have today definitely looks more like what we used to see in media. So, man, it's insane how much this stuff moves. Like Star Wars. When I was a kid playing with Kenner's Star Wars toys, there was no movement. God, how I want it. Even then, I was like, why can't they make Star Wars like they make G.I. Joe? Because at the time, I think George Lucas only had something like a 1% licensing fee going on. And all I could think of was, we need Star Wars to move like G.I. Joe. And now Star Wars does move like G.I. Joe, if you get the SHF and the Mofex. Anton, Mr. Jessup was Canadian. Why not throw in the raccoons? Nolan, the raccoons was the best. Oh boy, you guys know stuff. Rocky and Bullwinkle? Yes. I would be good with Rocky and Bullwinkle. We need them to show up. Star, why do I think that they should expect to hear from Disney's attorney team soon? Everybody should they should just automatically expect that, I think. I don't know. Nolan, Outback, Rocky and Bullwinkle would be pretty awesome. Yeah. Star, trying to remember my New Year's resolution. I can't go trying to buy everything that looks cool. Stop it. Don't worry, Star. Don't worry. It's something that I've had to just realize I'm going to look at a lot of cool stuff and not buy hardly any of it. Mr. Madsen, Elric is amazing. Yeah, he looked sweet. Spaded, George of the Jungle and Deadly Do Right 2-pack. Double points if it's live movie versions. I don't remember who was Dudley Do Right in the live movie. George of the Jungle was Brendan Fraser, wasn't it? See, Brick, thank you, sir. Thank you. Hope the week's going well. I think we're all doing okay. Hope you're doing well too, Brick. John, I look at my old Beta Ray Bill, a great figure for its time. It doesn't hold a candle to what we get today. I know, man. I know. Things are just so good. It is amazing. Just looking at a thing like Zolocon, looking at pictures from there, it's incredible. Pixelated, I couldn't have imagined we'd have so many choices for Batman and Superman figures that we even have them dressed as Bruce and Clark. You know what? There's something to that. There is definitely something to that. Rick, absolutely, this would have been a golden age. Hell, even among the last 15 years of toys, these last 2 years are a pinnacle of excellent toys. I think you're right, Brick. It's like something just kicked in and people started going, you know what, we can compete too. Let's do it. And it's been amazing for us. Star, in the 70s, the Star Wars toys made 4 times the money that the films made. I remember that the licensing deal was enormous, that the licensing for the toys, George Lucas was not hurting for money, even though he only got 1%. John, my sister found an old McFarlane figure at a thrift shop and got it for me. It's not great, basically a movable statue, and McFarlane was the bomb back when it released. I remember just every time I would see a McFarlane figure way back when, I would be in awe. Like when his Spawn line first came out, when he was still Todd Toys, that stuff was so much better than what everyone else was putting out. And I think that is probably, that combined with how good his art is why, for me, McFarlane is such a frustrating company now. Like it used to be the top of the heap for sure, no doubt. And I know that it's hard to stay on top for forever, and I don't expect it for anybody to stay on top for forever, but you would think you'd still be fighting to stay, I don't know. I mean, on one hand, I can sit here and talk all day about quality, but on the other hand, people buy quantity. It seems that quantity is what wins. So, I mean, he makes a ton of figures. His stuff sells out. Maybe he does really well, and I'm just not seeing it. And it's just for my own taste. I just don't see it with his stuff. I wish I did, because I used to. Game Quest update. Target order arrived with 2 times the Studio Series Hot Rod. Nice. Living the dream this week. Congratulations, Game Quest. I was able to get in an order on March 1st for Hound and Scourge. So I went to pick them up. And Hot Rod, I was one of the lucky few who got the pre-order in. He's supposed to be here Thursday, I believe. So I can't wait. But congrats, man. That's a good get. Spaded one. Brendan Fraser was both characters. Really? Okay. All right. Well, it's just a Brendan Fraser 2-pack then. Rick, Brendan Fraser 2. Heck yeah. I think you played both. Wow. Everybody's on this. I am the only one that knows nothing. Spaded one. Friggin' Alfred Molina was Snidely Whiplash? Really? Oh, man. I'm going to have to go back. Anton, if Dave went to Silicon, he would lose all his money and we would never hear or see from him again. Baby. Star, even in this monumental world of figures possibility, why? Can't I get great figs of my beloved StarCraft 2? Okay, folks. Here's the thing. I don't know much about StarCraft, but clearly I don't know much about much. Do me a favor. In the comments, let us know. Would you go nuts for a StarCraft line? Because if enough people go nuts or would go nuts for a StarCraft line, people might jump in. Like, I mean, if people see a real demand for it, who knows? Game Quest 112 scale, highly articulated visionaries with holograms. Then we talk Golden Age. I don't think I've said Golden Age, but we do got it good. That would be Visionaries with holograms. Is it Visionaries where, I mean, I can picture Visionaries. I am good there. But is it them that they were saying it's hard to do the holograms now for figures? Or am I just totally making that up in my head? John, I love how picky we're allowed to be in almost all nerd things. We no longer feel we have to support all the things. We can pick and choose and not necessarily worry about them failing. I know. It's awesome. Star, isn't Joy Toy doing StarCraft? Ooh, I am unaware. They are. There you go, Star. There it is, my friend. 118th. Do you know the 118th StarCraft figures would fit in with the DLX Transformers? Or be close anyway. Rick, yes, I'd go nuts for a 112 StarCraft line. There we go. Star Brick, what? I know they do 40K and they were doing Infinity, but StarCraft? You got it, man. You're set. Yeah, Star announced in February. Sweet, man. Search Joy Toy StarCraft. That's awesome. You know what? How about we just search Joy Toy StarCraft? Even though that's not necessarily something that I go nuts for when we're talking this, but we officially launched the StarCraft. Stop it. Let's see, small scale action figure collaboration. There you go. There's the announcement. Let's see, small scale action figure collaboration, February 11th. Joy Toy is very pleased to announce that we have officially obtained the license from Blizzard Entertainment. We will be launching a series of small-scale action figures based on the characters from the classic game StarCraft. This collaboration is a significant milestone for us. Within the compact size of approximately 10 centimeters, we aim to recreate the metallic texture of the Terran power armor, the biological details of the Zerg, and the advanced energy armaments of the Protoss. Please stay tuned to our official channels for more product information and pre-order schedules. There you go, Star. Now, you know what's exciting there? So if you're not into 1/18th, the fact that they very specifically call out that they're doing 1/18th figures might mean that somebody out there is going after the 1/12th. On the other hand, I do believe Joy Toy basically does the 1/18th. Only, as far as I know. Skew, they said it was difficult. Ace said, let me get back to y'all and I'll go investigate Visionaries holograms. Okay, there we go. I did not hear that. Star, Brick, no, don't toy with me, Brick. This is just cruel. Nothing shown yet, just announced they have the license. Star. There you go, man. There you go. Mr. Matson, Super 7 is making Visionaries with holograms. All right. So, yeah, they're Super 7. Holograms aren't that hard. Back metal is hard. Okay, thank you, Mr. Matson. I don't know. I knew that back metal was a trick, but for some reason I thought I heard that Visionaries were tough because of the holograms, but I must have it might be something else entirely. Star, my eyes, my eyes. Oh no, my friend, you're in Game Quest. My solution for holograms is 3D effect parts that attach to the chest. Think partial action pose, leaping outward, or come with the figures if too difficult. That's kind of cool. Like, make them swappable too. So you could have like the flat piece. Oh, yeah, but that wouldn't work because if you're trying to mimic the hologram 3D stuff, you'd always want something coming out of the chest. Well, that's a cool idea, Game Quest. Alex, speaking of figure lines, I would like to see a 1/12 scale of Mask with classified series. They've been making appearance in the Energon Universe comics. You know it's got to happen. It's got to happen now. Skew Star is overloaded and overwhelmed with jadedness and StarCraft now, and Overgear and DLX. He's having a good night. Brick 118th would be amazing for StarCraft. It'd rock given their work on other lines, especially Warhammer, which is basically StarCraft's inspirational ancestor. Very nice. And everything I have seen from Joy Toy has been just, it blows my mind how good their stuff is. So, yeah, if you're good, if you're somebody who's going to go in on 118th and you love StarCraft, guys, I have to think you are in for a treat. Because again, anything I've seen when Joy Toy makes, is it them? No, I was thinking Joy Toy is doing the TMNT line right now. It's amazing. It is amazing. Like their party wagon, and then you go back and you find their other stuff. It's incredible. Star, I can't focus. I love you all. Star, we're glad to help, man. Brick had the knowledge. Brick had the knowledge, and now you're in tears, and it's beautiful. Skew Super 7, I hope they're Reaction Plus at least. Thanks, Mr. Madsen. Reaction Plus might be okay, especially for them to blend in with some Joy Toy StarCraft. Brick, they are Reaction Plus. Nice. But taller like the old line. Brick, but if they sell well, Visionaries Ultimates could be possible. Spaded One, it would be the cat's pajamas if Four Horsemen could acquire the Skeleton Warriors license. Well, I forgot about Skeleton Warriors. Skew, thanks. I like that line and show, Mr. Madsen and Brick. Woo. Yeah, man. I might need to. StarCraft is obviously a blind spot, like many things, clearly. But yeah, that's really cool. I don't know. I mean, I probably missed it because I'm not looking for 118th news. But I wish I'd found it earlier, just so you can know, Star. Just so you can know. I'm glad Brick was here to tell you what was up. It's that's really cool. That's really cool. I love seeing people being able to be stoked because something's getting made that they're gonna love. See, and that's pretty much all I'm seeing here too. Let's go back. Let's head to Big Bad once again. I will throw this out there just because Star and I both seem pretty excited here. But we have now Transformers that aren't even based on any kind of media that look ultra cool. I mean, obviously they've got the names of some characters, but Transformers Overgear is going to be just a killer line. And I'm scared. Because even when it comes to robots, this has just been, again, golden era, folks. I didn't say golden age. I was careful. But a huge era. We have so much to be thankful for as far as figure collectors. Whatever we want, whatever style of figure we're after, somebody is making it. And it is just incredible. I'm blown away. Like last year, I would have said, what's one thing you want from Transformers? I would have said just a totally new take, just a totally different line. I mean, give me the same characters, that's fine, but let's let the imaginations run wild. Let's do something a little more high end, but that isn't. So obviously Masterpiece is high end, but something that isn't Masterpiece, but is just, it's its own thing, you know, because Masterpiece to me is just rehashing the 80s again. This is making something totally new and totally cool. I mean, I am stupid excited for this line. I'm also stupid excited for finishing off my G1 Season 1 Autobots and Decepticons. Decepticons will get finished this year. Autobots might not till next year. But I'm really close. I'm pretty excited. StarCraft is 40K. Blizzard was working on a 40K game when the plug was pulled by Games Workshop. Blizzard didn't want to trash all the work they did, so change a bit here, there, and boom, StarCraft. Nice, I didn't know that. Spaded, have you seen the Digism Baki stuff up for pre-order on BBTS? They're like 2.5 inches tall, but have full articulation. Interesting scale. You know what? I did not. What are they? Sunbaki. Do they have? Let's see. Some ogre. There's Baki. You're kidding. These are seriously 2.75 inches tall. So these are about an inch and a quarter smaller than your average 1/18. Holy crap. These characters. Okay, Star, I'm going to throw this your way because you and I are thinking a lot alike when it comes to this stuff. These are pretty close to things that can scale with overgear. They might be a little tall for things that can scale for or with the regular line. Oh my God. Sorry. That is incredible. And extra hands? Wait a sec. Is digism a thing? Like, hang on. That scares me. I'm nervous about what I'm looking at. Are they all that size? Like 1/24th, 3.14. Okay, so that one's a little bigger. What the crap have you done? Faded one, now I'm sad. $3.14. These are insane. These are crazy. And these could fit in with other stuff. Star, Brick, you can expect a Christmas card from me this year. This is the best birthday I've had in years. Thank you, Brick. I can't feel my legs. Oh, no. Outback. Basically, what I'm reading from all this is that with all the different companies, IPs, etc. available, if you can't find some toys you like, it's a you problem. Outback, yes. That is entirely the case here. This is insanity. The fact that these exist. Oh my God. Star can go with Mask and Ramen Gotcha Man. There you go. Spaded. Yep, spaded. There's a pic of each pig in a palm if you scroll through the pics. Wow. Dude, check out Hanayama's back. All right, wait a sec. I got to figure out which one that is. Okay, this is the one that scared me. Oh, wow. All right, he is scaring me right now, more so. Holy crap. So how big, okay. So Baki is a small character, right? Wow. That is incredible. Oh, only one extra hand. He's no good. I kid. What about this guy? Oh, wait. Where's... Oh, Yujiro. He's got a crazy look. These are amazing. Pixelate, if they scaled with Masterpiece, that could be the way to go. Yeah. I can't seem to remember any near naked guys running around with the Autobots, or did I miss something back then? Star, I don't, I mean, Dr. Arkaville maybe had a problem when there was that explosion, but that would be more Decepticons. I think you're right. I feel like I need to constantly apologize for to your finances, Star. It's all good, Brick. I think we all need to apologize to each other for how this stuff goes. But you do seem to have a way of knowing Star when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, those are sweet. That was really cool. Spade, just wild detail at this scale. I fully agree, man. Skew Hans and Franz pumped up an action figure. We are here to pump you up. Star Brick, not at all. You're the perfect excuse. There you go. There you go. Oh no, now though. Now they're a little bigger than that. 2 3/4. 2 3/4 was skirting with it a little bit. Still, StarCraft SC2 is about the only thing that could dethrone Edge Runners for me. You waited too long, Master June. What if Master June now comes out with 1/12 scale though? Brick, misery loves company. Spaded, and this is the only company making a Retsu hockey character. Wait a second. Okay, let's look up Retsu. I don't know who that is. Or was that the guy that we just looked at? Let's see. If it's a North Star. Where did I miss it? Did I miss it? Wait. Oh, Retsu. Here we go. Those proportions are crazy. But I'm sure that's the style of the show. Wow. Ah, and a pair of hands, so he's acceptable. And is that, like, do they legit have a ball peg waist? Or is it, it looks like it might be sculpted, but because of this crunch, which works wonderfully in this scale. Yeah, I don't see any evidence that there's any movement here. Wow. Hang on, let me try one more time. And yeah, it's about time to call it a night, but still. Okay, he is always faced kind of to the side, so there isn't going to be any movement at the waist. And that is not me picking, by the way. I was basically critiquing a tiny character that is half the size of the stuff we all normally collect and trying to figure out if he's just as articulated. That would be a me problem, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Star, I feel so lost, not sure what to do or think. Awesomeness overload. And Star, that's the perfect comment to end a topic on when we're talking about the fact that we've got it so good. We've got it so good. And sometimes all the negativity you hear about this stuff, you just kind of forget that. And I'm lucky with what I get because I can turn around and always be stoked by what I've got behind me. But I mean, there's so much good out there. Such a good time. What a great show, Dave. Take care, gang. Next time, you too, Star. Thanks a ton for coming by. And that goes for everybody. You all know the drill. You could have done anything tonight. Instead, you chose to hang out here with all of us. And I massively appreciate it. So, until next time, have fun. Happy snapping. See ya. This is where I hit end stream and things get weird.